For over 1 billion Muslims around the world, the next month isn't just another month. It's a profound journey of the body, mind, and soul. It's called Ramadan. And believe me, it is so much more than what you might think. So let's dive in and explore what this incredible journey is all about. When most people think of Ramadan, the first thing that comes to mind is fasting. And yeah, that's a huge part of it, but it's really just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. The real question is, what is the true spiritual journey that unfolds over this sacred month? The whole journey really starts with this idea of renewal. Think of it like a spiritual reset button. It's this annual chance to just step back from the daily grind and reconnect with what actually matters. Okay, so officially, Ramadan is the ninth month of the Islamic lunar calendar. And since the lunar calendar is a little shorter than the one we use every day, Ramadan actually drifts through the seasons over the years. The whole experience is built on 4 amazing pillars: fasting, prayer, reflection, and of course, community. This practice of fasting, it's called sahoor in Arabic, is so important that it's actually one of the 5 pillars of Islam. But the goals go so much deeper than just not eating or drinking. It's really about spiritual purification, about mastering self-control, and about developing a real, genuine empathy for people who are less fortunate. So, we've got the big picture now, but how does this spiritual renewal actually happen on a daily basis? What does it feel like? Let's take a look at the daily path. A typical day in Ramadan has this really distinct rhythm, and it's built around 4 key moments. It all starts before dawn with suhoor, which is a meal to get you fueled up for the day. Then, from dawn all the way to sunset, you have the fast itself, sahm. At sunset, the fast is broken with iftar, and this is often a huge community event. And for many, the day ends with special nightly prayers called tarawih. To really get the feeling of iftar, you just have to hear the prayer that many Muslims say right at that moment. It just perfectly captures both the physical relief, the thirst has gone, and that deep spiritual hope for a reward. It's just a moment of pure, profound gratitude. Now, this journey isn't just about actions. It's also about the words that connect everyone together. During this month, certain greetings become this beautiful way of sharing blessings with one another. So you'll hear 2 main greetings all the time. Ramadan Mubarak is a pretty straightforward wish for a blessed Ramadan. But Ramadan Kareem is a little different. It means generous Ramadan, and that one reflects this really deep belief that the month itself is like a vessel for God's generosity and blessings, just pouring out onto everyone. And the language of blessing doesn't even stop there. People might say, may you be well every year, or simply have a blessed month. But I think my personal favorite is that last one. May God accept the worship from you and us. It's just such a beautiful shared prayer that unites everyone in this one common goal. Okay, so we've seen the daily practices and we've heard the words of blessing. But now, let's go even deeper. Let's get to the heart of the fast, the internal journey of intention, struggle, and real spiritual growth. This saying from the Prophet Muhammad just beautifully lays out the spiritual arc of the whole month. See, it's not just a flat 30-day slog, it's a progression. It starts with a focus on receiving divine mercy, then it moves into a period of seeking forgiveness, and it all culminates in this hope for ultimate salvation. All right, I know what you're thinking. This number, 45 plus, it seems totally random, right? Kind of sticks out. It's so specific, and honestly, it looks a little daunting. So what on earth does it have to do with this spiritual journey? Well, this was the number of fasts a woman had missed over several years. Now, in Islam, if you miss an obligatory fast for a valid reason, you have to make it up later. And for her, this number had just piled up and become this huge spiritual weight on her shoulders. This quote from her, wow, it really gets to the heart of her struggle. It's so powerful because it connects this religious duty to a completely universal human fear. For her, it wasn't just about following rules. It was about being ready to meet her creator with a clean slate. And that became her absolute driving force. So how did she tackle this huge spiritual debt? Well, she turned that fear into a really disciplined plan. She started fasting on Mondays and Thursdays, which are days the prophet is said to have fasted, and when it's believed our deeds are presented to God. She took this source of huge anxiety and transformed it into a consistent, powerful act of worship. Every great journey has an end. And after 30 days of discipline, prayer, and reflection, the month of Ramadan culminates in a huge, joyous celebration that honors all of that effort and sacrifice.
That celebration is called Eid al-Fitr. It literally means the festival of breaking the fast. It's a massive holiday, a time for community prayers, incredible feasts, giving to charity, and just spending time with family and friends. It's the perfect way to mark the completion of the Ramadan journey.
So, when it's all said and done, what are the key takeaways from this journey? Well, it's about strengthening your faith through focused daily practice. It's about building incredible self-discipline. It's about finding a deeper compassion by feeling just a tiny bit of what others might experience every day. And it's definitely about building this amazing sense of community. Put it all together, and you get some real spiritual growth. And this right here is the ultimate goal. See, the journey of Ramadan isn't meant to be just a temporary thing. This wish captures the idea perfectly. All the lessons you learn, the patience, the empathy, the discipline, they're meant to be carried forward into the other 11 months of the year. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important question. The practices of Ramadan last for a month, sure, but the transformation? That's meant to be permanent. So the real challenge is, how can the lessons of this incredible journey truly last a lifetime?